disguised derivatives. So what's going on here is they're giving us a limit, and this limit fits the form of our definition of derivatives. So let's go ahead and get that definition out. So this form right here looks to be the limit as h goes to 0 of our g function, where we're plugging in some t value, and this is basically our definition. So this is telling us what the g function is. Once we know what the g function is and where we're going to, then we can just use our new techniques of straightforward power rules and derivatives and get away from this limit definition. So it's kind of going back to where we started with the limit definition here. Now, my trick is I focus on this portion right here. This is our g sub function with whatever they're plugging in here. And then we want to confirm with what's going on inside here with our g function. Okay, so that means when we look here, what's our g function? Where is it at? That's this one right here. So how is it compared to this one right here? So it looks like we have a 2 out in front, we have a cube root, and we have a value getting plugged in here of an 8 for a t. So that would mean this would be our x function. And this is our g sub x function now, so we've defined it. And where x is equal to 8. So basically, if we kind of fit this into the definition again, that'd be 2 cube root of 8 plus h, 2 cube root 8 plus h, minus this thing right here with 8 plugged in, yep, all over with h on the bottom. So we have our g function, we have where it's getting evaluated at, and we want the derivative. So we're kind of stuck here doing it this way. We'd have 0 on the top and on the bottom. That means it's we would have to use different techniques. So this is the technique that they want us to use. All right, so that means that g prime of x, we'll find that first and then plug in 8. So just as in rewriting it, that would be 2x to the 1/3 power. All right, so that would be 2 over 3, the 1/3 goes out in front, x to the negative 2/3, and that's all there is for the derivative. So we'll go ahead and plug 8 in. So now g prime of 8 is equal to 2 over 3. 8 is what we're plugging in. And this is, let's see, how do I want to write this? Let's go ahead and start taking care of the negative exponents and stuff here. So that throws it on the bottom. That 3 is not impressing me. There we go. There's a better 3. This goes on the bottom. That's a cube root. Cube root. 8 is in there, and we square it after that. Now, remember, my advice is if there's no cube root, we would square it first, then do the cube root. But in this case, 8 does have a cube root, so that's the direction I'm going to go. So that's 2 over 3. Make sure my 3 is better. Cube root of 8, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, so that's 2. We still have the squared. And this is equal to 2 over 4 times 3 is 12, which is equal to 1/6. 1/6. Okay. That's how we're going to do these. All right. So looking at it, remember this is where I said to focus on. It's fitting all the definition here. So that means that our g function is equal to g sub x so the limit as h goes to 0, practicing it, g sub x plus t minus g sub x, g sub t, all over h squared. And let's see, it looks like I'm going to try to fit it a little bit better. So I'm doing this from memory, and then I'll check my notes. Looks like it's going to be t plus h. Let's check. G sub t plus h minus g sub t all over h. Yep, good. Got it. All right, so this is our function. And so that means our g function, or our g sub x, is going to be equal to that. It's a 6 arctan of x. And then where x is equal to 1. We just want to kind of confirm there's our t of 1, and everything looks like it's good. All right, so then I would say g prime of x is equal to, not worried about the 6, arctan, let's see, in my notes, arctan is 1 over 1 plus x squared, so I have that in my cheat sheet. I don't have it memorized, so anything you don't have memorized, write it in your cheat sheet. And that's it. Okay, good. So there's our derivative, and then we're going to go ahead and plug in 1. G prime of 1 is equal to, that 6 will go on top, 1 plus 1 squared. So I got 6 over 2, which is equal to 3. Yay. So even though this looked hairy and crazy, it wasn't too bad if you have this. Okay. Rest are probably similar. Yes, there we go.